check. Hey! That was really loud. Sorry. Sorry. Go in the other room. Who? Not move. Awesome. Awesome possum. What's up, happy? Everyone. Welcome back. Yeah, it just came down to it. Last stream was all fungled. I don't know. Things just weren't right. So, here we go. Let me actually. Hey, chat. No, not skip alert. Let's go to the live dashboard so I can just say hi to everyone chat already and say, yeah, Almaxia is on the other side. Why do I have green nowadays, guys? Trying to my life. On the other side of the screen, green is Almaxia, Bloodborne, right now. So, what's up, Ranger family? Christian Yeager, Freddie Martin, Nocturne. Congrats on hey, we hit like best in Pokemon Go. I saw the new Star Wars. I am finally, and I be shocked and amazed, guys. I finally am actually caught up-ish. We watched The Last Jedi, Keith and I did like 2 nights ago. Yeah, finally watched The Last Jedi. It ended and we both went, that was really good. I enjoyed that. That was nice. It was. But then again, we're not diehard Star Wars fans. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll be moving chat, so get your eyes ready. But I gotta do something about it. Covering up most of me. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, thanks, bot. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It's a Liz. It's a Megaloblazon. Hello, Patty. How you doing? That time zone there. You're probably in a great old mood right now, aren't you? Yes, you. Thank you. I'm back. What was I doing? Chat. I was doing chat. So what do? I look at chat. Chat. It makes sense, but it doesn't exactly make sense for the chat that I was going for. No. Oh, slobs, you're here today. Chatbot, ready? Shh. That is true. Patty is joining us from the future. I believe he is already in 2020. If really bad things start happening, just give us a heads up, okay? Like, if a blue box shows up, things are going to be bad. Very, very bad. Read that, I hope. Okay. Oh, don't mind. There's clearly not hardwood for the Grid Battle Force Command Center. Sorry if I get too quiet as I'm going far back. Something wrong with the audio. What seems to be up with the audio? Just let me know if anything's wrong with it. Give me a heads up. Dennis Gold. What's the first thing elves learn in school? I have no idea. Cat, what is the first thing elves learn in school? I have no idea. Everything is like, I don't know, everything is green or red. I feel like all of me is a very, like, right now. Here's the plan, Sam's. Doing this, and then, so it is currently about 9:30 my time. Alphabet, oh, but don't. 5 points to the 11-year-old for the joke. So it's currently about 9:30 my time, so I'm going to be doing the Ranger. I'm thinking it'll take about an hour and a half, and then we're on when it's 11 p.m. my time, which is about an hour and a half now. I'll be doing a countdown. We can all here celebrate going into together as Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, Sentai Nation, Rider Nation, wherever you're from. Let's let's go into 2020. A Toku bang, but not like, this reminds you of Ziggy, right? For you guys who've watched RPM, where Ziggy's like, when I explode, when I morph, can that like catch things on fire? Like, what if I'm in my kitchen? Uh, Liz, you can't understand what you were saying. Not here. Very confused. What up? What up, Johnny? Yeah, man, it seems like everybody else is saying the audio is fine, buddy. I'm sorry, must be on your end. Keith, fixing the BIOS, and you're Happy New Year. Thank you for chatting from Laura. Yeah, guys, there was a brief time
Keith
morning
fixing the BIOS and you
that
Happy New
this
Year.
whole thing here, if it was gonna happen or not. As any good person, I was prepping for. I cleared off hard drive space. I ran. I was empty the recycle bin. I did everything to make my computer be running quick. I tried to combine quick and fast, and I went fast. Roll with it. Put it to. Don't even put it. I put it like full, like go night night, like shut down. I practically a bedtime story last night. Didn't wake up. I tried. I tried. Interesting. Okay, my audio occasionally drops, and I missed a word or two. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Thank you. So yeah, if you miss anything, just let me know. And I will repeat myself. Yeah, coming to find out something got really on a very, very, low. Okay. Yeah, it might be a sense. So yeah, Keith had to jump in on, what was that? TV? He had to jump in and share the day for me. So thank you very much for that. The best surprise for the new year would be Barbara Walters saying, "I'm Barbara Walters. This 2020." That joke has been in the making for like years. I really, really, really hope she does that. Probably not. They're gonna have like. Actually, no, that was weird. Like, yeah, it must be for because I'm actually, I can see it cutting out a little bit. We'll see what we can about that. Here, gonna okay, maybe. I lower the noise gate a little bit, and I'll see if that helps out with things. So sorry for everybody who might just have went to your ears. Maybe this will help. Anywho, so I really, really need to open this and just let's get started, guys. So the Ranger here in review. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Happy Donnie, WW Master, Jay Lee, thanks for everybody coming in to the chat. Got your Lightning Collection, Beast Morphers Gold Ranger. What up? What up? Matt, thanks for joining in. So I don't have any fancy intros or whatever, guys. It's New Year's Eve. I figure some of y'all might be half in the bag anyway. So this is just going to be about some chit-chatting, having some fun, talking some Rangers. And I am celebrating with this guy right here. It is from a local brewery called Four Hands. They make some great, great beer. They only make this in the wintertime. It is called Chocolate Milk Stout. Please drink responsibly, my friends. The Ranger year in review is starting right now. And I have to pour it because, yes, it's one of those beers because I'm fancy tonight. I'm very fancy. I think that's how we're gonna do it. What is up? A can of chocolate milk? No, this is chocolate milk stout. It is actually a beer. It's a stout brewed with cocoa. It is. It's just it tastes like it's like a coffee chocolate milk blend that gets you drunk. Needless to say, they are more of a special occasion one because these would be dangerous around me. Alright, here we go. It's time to close slobs. I don't need to mess with any more of my alerts. Go away. It's time to talk about one of the first things that happened this year, guys. So what are we going to start on? And also, thank you, everybody, for joining in. There's like 25 of you in here right now. Thank you for popping in. We are actually getting started with the Ranger news now. In the first big crossover that we had in Power Rangers, thank you for letting me know that about the audio issue. I really appreciate that. The first big crossover we had, guys, and I think most of you have forgotten about it. I certainly did. It wasn't until I was going through finding those things, looking for those pictures from like January through the archives, guys. I got like dust in my throat now. I went through the Ranger Week in Review archives and I found this. The first, nope, not that one. That was the wrong button. This one! Do you guys remember when Play-Doh hyped up Beast Morphers? Was that the best promotion Beast Morphers has actually gotten? The entire run of it for the first? Oh my goodness me. When I saw this, I cracked up. I don't even remember a lot of it. It was just like they have little characters in Play-Doh, and then the Hasbro made the Beast Morphers guys in Play-Doh, and they did like breakdancing against each other. Oh my goodness. It was one of the strangest team ups I think we've seen, and it actually gave us a lot of hope. Because I think there are a lot of us who are like, oh, well, maybe this means we'll see, like, more Power Ranger stuff with Mr. Potato Head or My Little Pony. I don't know. But unfortunately, nothing else has really come to pass. But we'll always have Play-Doh, my friends, which is the pretty much the only thing that I really, really like for Play-Doh. Because other than that, it's just a me thing. Play-Doh, the smell of it makes me gag. Just, it's really, really bad. So I try to avoid Play-Doh at all costs, which is bad because my daughter really, really loves it. Here is the next thing. This happened. This was, oh my gosh, this piece of news right here, guys, was on the very first Ranger Week in Review of 2019. Jason David Frank was at a wrestling match. No, I'm sorry, that's my friends call it wrestling. He was at I think it was like MMA or something, and the people started chanting for him as opposed to the guy fighting. And then there was this whole confirmation, guys. Pro wrestling is fake. It's staged. I have enormous respect for them and all that they do, but it's like fight acting, really good. So he had a thing with the guy, and then the guy had a thing with JDF, and JDF's like, I'm gonna wrestle. And in 2019, Jason David Frank made his pro or whatever wrestling debut. Well, I'm sorry, he never did? Oh, who knows? But it happened back in January, and enough people forgot about it. I'm sure he probably forgot about it himself. No idea. No idea. It's one of those news stories where, like a month or two ago, and I mean, do you guys even remember this whole stunt? Because it also happened, near New Year, so people like kind of aren't really with the news at this time. Not a lot of stuff happens. I give you that, but he was all like, he's gonna fight him, and nah, didn't happen. Didn't happen at all, and I don't know, it made me chuckle. And another bit of news, this isn't necessarily going in any order. This is just kind of hitting on the biggest news stories while we all kind of chat about it. So chat, please, as I'm going over these stories, I want to know what you thought of the stories, or if you're like, I completely forgot that was a thing, or, oh my gosh, I hated that with a fiery passion. Whatever it is, feel free to participate, because I love reading chat. I love reading your guys' opinions on all of this. You really open my eyes, and tell me about audio issues. So thanks. Alright, where should we go next? Where should we go? How about the toys that made us? Now, the Toys That Made Us was a Netflix show. It is a Netflix show. It's not like canceled or anything. It's a Netflix show where in the first season or so they did like G.I. Joe and Barbie and Star Wars, and they talked about how the toys were made, but not like just from a like how it's made factory standpoint, but from the behind the scenes, how they like made the molds, how they got their inspirations and stuff like that. So this year, awesome Power Rangers had its own episode. And look, I know a lot. I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but I know a lot about Power Rangers, okay? This isn't going to be a surprise to anyone. in this chat right now. I learned absolutely nothing from it. But that isn't to say that I didn't have friends that were like, oh my gosh, I just watched this, or like, hey, I finally watched the Power Rangers, or like, oh, it was really cool, like I learned a bunch, and that's awesome. So some people, I think, really got it. There were some people that were like, this isn't quite right, but oh well. It was neat. I did watch it. I'm back. Talk to you later. What up? Or later. There we go. Power transfer. Yeah. 2020s, we're gonna get a new Tommy. So far, JDF's the only person to ever portray the character, and I think it has to happen past the baton. That would be interesting if they pass the baton. Who are you? I'm Tommy. Cool, now you're Tommy. It was like a glorified goodbye to Saban. It was. And it makes you like, how long ago did they interview him to see if this could work or whatever? Because all I'm seeing in the background is like, I'm seeing a Megaforce thing in the movie, and I was like, man, you kind of think that he would have had something from like a more current season, but I don't know, maybe those are just the really nice looking ones, like he wanted the anniversary with Megaforce or something. I don't know, maybe he just really has a thing for Troy. Most Robo Knights do. I can't find the toys that made us on Netflix. Netflix's system sometimes for searching things could be a little screwy, so you could always try just like Google searching toys that made us Netflix, or like on Netflix, just start with the word toys and just do it like letter by letter and watch the scroll down. But it's like season 3, so if you're pulling it up and don't see Power Rangers, try to check your season, and you gotta go to the newest one, and maybe that will help you. Troy was the best Robot Ranger of all time. He was. We never saw him cry. I mean, what would he do? Just leak oil? I don't think so. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna save all of the really sad and depressing things for the end of this segment. I know, because where do you include it? The Ranger news of the year. We will have to talk about some unfortunate things. But one of this thing is actually also unfortunate. Legend of the White Dragon. Guys, this was the thing. It was brought up in the worst of, I think, just from a lot of people who simply really wanted to see it made, and it never actually happened, you know. Ranger Liz, what's up, Brian Cross the Dragon? Vesper is the best. Well, yeah, actually, I forgive you. I didn't think of Vesper at that time either. Vesper is by far the most superior of all Robot Rangers. Oh, man, we're getting through the news. We're getting through the top stories of the year. So, Legend of the White Dragon. Did you guys in chat? Did any of you guys donate to the Kickstarter to try to get it made? I personally did not. Did I want to see it get made? Yes. I was still like, once I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen, it just made my decision easier, because I really would have only been in for like the $5-10 version. I just wanted the cheapest way to basically get the movie. So I didn't get in it, but it looked like it had so much potential. I really loved the aesthetic and everything that they were going with. Yes, the Tommy, the Chosen One, yada yada, but I mean the aesthetic of, like, I love the coloration, the suits, the poses, the honor, the fallen. I liked everything that I thought it was fake. No, man, it actually was. It was it was a Kickstarter that didn't end up getting the funding, so it was never fully made. But no, man, it wasn't fake. Tommy for life. No, Tommy is. Who's my favorite Ranger of all time? Probably gonna be Tommy, man. I looked up to him growing up. I wanted to be him. I wanted to be a leader. Like, I started watching Dino Thunder again because he was in it, which helped hook me back into Rangers. Like, I owe a lot to the guy. He was the first Power Ranger I ever met too, so that was really cool. Yeah, so Legend of the White Dragon, that's about it, man. Did not quite happen. And now for the sad Ranger news, but tonight, I promise I'll talk about it very briefly, because we're just gonna have a fun night tonight, right? Right. earlier this year, allegations were made by Sarah Brown against Shuki Levy for a lot of bad things. Assault, sexual assault, like giving her Stockholm syndrome. There were a lot of bad things in it. There were a lot of news articles. If you want to read more about it, please go do so. For the sake of this, I just, as a journalist, for lack of a better word, I have to say that it happened this year, but I really don't want to talk about it much right now, if you guys understand where I'm getting at on this. So, this did happen, and please go. I did do a video, like, it was talked about, so if you wanted to search, Ranger Liz, Sarah Brown, you can go get more information about it, but that, unfortunately, was a very bad thing that came out this year. And now, starting with more of the other bad stuff, we have to talk about, unfortunately, all of the Rangers we have lost this year. This year we lost Grant Watanabe, who played, Grant McFarlane, who played Sentai. Wow, and then I get all flustered. He played Sensei Watanabe in Power Rangers Ninja Storm. So he was not only that, but he was also Lothar. He passed away actually last year in 2018, but it was really late, and we didn't find out until 2019. We also unfortunately lost Alistair Browning. He passed away on June 2nd. He was the voice actor of the Silver Ranger Zenowing in Power Rangers Dino Supercharge. Yeah, so if you didn't quite know his face, he was actually the voice actor. Unfortunately, on July 25th, we lost Justin Cody Slanton, who played the younger version of Bulk during the Alien Rangers miniseries. We lost, I'm going to talk about Robert Axelrod, who, unfortunately, he was sick for a while. I think, we all kind of knew in the community. We had been, yeah, I mean, we knew he was sick, and we knew he was in the hospital. There was a GoFundMe for him, and he just didn't make it out. And the Ranger community, I think everyone in Rangers can at least say, like, I've seen one of his roles. He was always very kind. I was lucky enough to meet him once, so it means even more. I have an autographed picture of it's signed by he and Barbara Goodson, and yeah, he was a really great guy. And yeah, Wizardmon, yeah, he was also in Digimon and stuff. It wasn't just Ranger Nation that was mourning for his loss. And now, in the fastest, nicest way possible, because then we're going to move on to movie news. And one of the worst, absolute worst stories that came out this year was the basically court documents and whatnot, us finding out about Pua Magasiva's very, very dark last years, the things that had happened between him and his wife. There's court documents, there's actual proof, there's physical evidence, there's yada yada. So there's not like it's one person is word against another. It was one person with proof versus the other, and the other was found guilty. And it sucks, and I hate to be so blunt about it, but I kind of just got sick of people saying that it's fake and yada yada, and it's just please don't insult what his wife had to go through with that. It happened. We have to rise up and move on for it, and that's what it is. And that's what it is. But you know what, Mourning Ranger, that was very, very well said. Without sadness, we don't know joy. Gotta have clouds for us to put silver linings on. You're right. Pua Magasiva, unfortunately, committed suicide on May 11th of 2019. And with that, we are going to attempt to move on to something more lighthearted. Actually, maybe this would be a good... Let me just take a drink real quick while we all kind of go. By Zordon, we can get happy. So, a fun thing. In movie news... Hey, we have movie news. In a great bit of news that happened this year, over the course of the year, we had known with Hasbro purchasing Power Rangers, it was one of those, it would be dumb if they didn't make a movie. And they immediately went out and, excuse me, we're going to toss them into our realm, we're going to toss them into everything. How hyped are you guys? Because now we do have a little bit more information. They are at least, like, there's a script, they're working on getting directors and stuff. This time last year, we were like, we're not, but like, boom, 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 boom. Potentially end of 2021? That could be cool. I mean, that would be like filming coming up this year, casting, things like that, which just makes me hyped as everything. Cause you guys know that because I love the news and the just like, because I didn't do this. I did this on Twitter, but not like on YouTube like this. But I've loved news since before the first movie came out. And so believe me, I enjoyed the crap out of all the news and hearing all the information coming out about the movie. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yes, okay. One of the things they said was it's gonna involve time travel, taking him back to the 90s. But the way it's worded, I'm torn because my initial thing was, and it's probably like a lot of you guys also. Your initial thing was, okay, had to test my fan there. They take the team and then they time travel and they go back to the 90s. But when you read it more and more, like the more I read it, the more like the verbiage, I was like, it could also mean we're taking the franchise back to the 90s. You think with how many movies right now are just themed. I mean, you have Captain Marvel and all of like X-Men Days of Future Past, and you have time. Yeah, I mean, look at Avengers, and they're all over the timeline. So you don't have to. I don't know. Like, I think that could be a thing they do. Imagine if they just simply did a 1990s. The 90s are hot right now, guys. And this isn't like something new, but look at the fashion. Look at guys wearing turtlenecks with bigger sleeves again. Look at things with plaits on them. Look at the 90s are coming back. Would it be the smartest thing for them to just simply say, here it is. It's in the 90s. I mean, Friends is ridiculously strange. Look at all of these older shows from the 90s that are so big, like on Disney Plus and stuff right now. It could work. Now, is it going to? I have absolutely no idea. This is all speculation. I'm talking out of my butt. But, if it did happen, I owe myself a cookie. Yeah, I definitely owe myself a cookie. In the 20s, yeah, it's about to be the 20s. Yeah, it was crazy. But, like, you know, the 80s made a big resurgence. It's just, it goes. It's just crazy how time cycles and all these, like, hippie things are kind of also coming back in fashion, which I love, by the way. Bohemian, like, I would totally wear crazy stuff like that. I would dress like AG, basically, Kamen Rider O's, if I could. I'm just cheap and I never buy any clothes. Okay. Megalo Blazemon, if you guys hadn't read this. Rangers go back to the 90s. Instead of finding Jason and the gang, they see Bumblebee, Haley Steinfeld, John Cena is there. And surprise, he's in G.I. Joe. And Samuel L. Jackson pops up and says, about time, Rangers. I'd flip, man. That would be, oh, yeah, history totally repeats itself. I mean, I'll reminisce about the 90s for a moment. About 2009. I found a picture of myself from 2009, and I was like, other than less wrinkles, I have the same damn look on my face. I'm like, with my glasses on. I apparently have not changed much. Maybe. Let's see. Orange Ranger real quick. The big question is, do the Rangers seem to be from the future present day? Kelly, they're actually from, if you want to know the picture from, there's a picture of me from whenever I was visiting Germany. I was visiting Amanda and Jeremiah with my ex, like 10 years ago. No. Johnny and Maria. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't finish Orange Rangers. Big question: the Rangers seem to be from the future, present day. Do they get powers in their past? Yeah. On one hand, I could be like, the future. I don't know. On the other hand, I kind of like that now. I'm like, I wouldn't have even been expecting anything time travel, but now that they said it, okay, sure. Let's see. Well, what do you got? What do you got? Gimme. Oh, that's bad enough. All right, we got an hour left. We still have to talk about Beast Morphers, comic news, gaming news, merch news, and convention news. So we got about 15 minutes. You ready? Lightning round. No, it's not lightning round. It's just me trying to stay on top of it with all of you guys. This is actually kind of old. I just need to finish it. No, you can't, Kelly. No, you can't. Let's see. Where are we going to move on to next? I got, oh, what is that? Mr. Larry with the super chat. Happy New Year's, Liz. I'll see you next month. What? You're coming to St. Louis next month? What?
Happy New Year, Ranger Liz, and I'll see y'all next month in St. Louis, buddy.
Oh,
Yellow
well, that makes
heart
me
high
happy.
voltage for
That
your
makes me
mugs.
very happy indeed. Sweet. Oh, we gonna go watch a Battlehawks game? We got a new arena football team. XFL, yo. No, I'm finding it. Can I find it? Yeah, here it is. Alright, y'all. You ready? Here's me. Oh, God, that's huge. This was me in 2009. What do you think? Oh, my goodness. Oh. Liz, are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. A little giddy. That was so well timed. Wow, that music was right now here. Going back to the question, Power Rangers now, big announcement. I don't know. I mean, I have guesses like what it could be on a Ranger side. I have guesses what it could be on a back end side. Just kind of putting it as like, he puts content out and makes stuff. It could be about maybe a new project coming next year. It could be, I don't know, maybe someone's taking over. Like, you could about go anywhere with it. So I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna guess maybe it's like a project or maybe like a team up or maybe an interview. I don't know, something like that. That could be fun. I have aged. I thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. But yeah, that was me. The power shoe glasses. XFL and MLS team sitting somewhere night. Yeah, it was a good year. It was a good year too. The Blues won the Stanley Cup for the first time ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a really good year. Oh, I didn't need to take down movie Power Ranger news. What am I going to talk about? So, okay, we're going to talk about Beast Morphers. I think I'm going to go through some random Beast Morphers bits before I get to specifically, like, talking about Beast, like, characters and whatnot, because we do have to stay kind of high level on all of this. First, weird little bit. This lady is coming back to Beast Morphers next year. Now, she is not coming back as Elsa, because Elsa was good by the end of Dino Thunder because of the whole Mesogog thing. But I had to show the picture, so you guys knew who she was and could kind of place where she is. But she's coming back I don't know what as, but it's a random role, like Aunt Regina or something. But it was like a family name. Honestly, it was like Aunt Regina or something. So she's gonna be in there, which I thought was just gonna be a fun cameo that you guys might want to keep an eye out for. Haven't mentioned that in quite a while, actually. Let's see. Oh, random picture of Scrozzle. I just gotta say, I really love Scrozzle. So Aunt Regina sounds like a straight up villain. She's a season 2 big bad, dude. That was maybe Robbie's hand. Yeah, maybe. If she was like the big bad, awesome, dude. How excited were you guys for? No, did I not put the? I didn't toss in Fresno Bob as Santa. The picture. How happy were you guys that for the whatever year running, Fresno Bob has been Santa? And I feel bad. Like I don't even remember what the guy's real name is, but he played Fresno Bob in RPM, and he plays Santa every year in Power Rangers, and I love it. It's like the one bit of Power Rangers continuity that they've been keeping on track since Dino Charge, right? Dino Charge was the first one of all the continuity we get in the world of Power Rangers. Damn it, at least Santa is the same. Hashtag Scrozzle for Lightning Collection. Scrozzle not only needs a Lightning Collection one, he just needs a figure. He needs a 6-inch. He needs to be in no, not a playset. Nobody plays playsets anymore. He needs to be in something. I think it's insane that he's been in like every single episode, and they give these one-off villains one. I don't know if it's like in their head they think, well, maybe it's because he doesn't actually fight the Rangers, so the kids wouldn't want to do it. I don't know, but like that costume is great, and I really, really need to see it in a figure. Yeah, M&O Productions. That is a great thing to point out for everyone. Thank you. When New York Toy Fair comes in February, they'll probably announce the season after Beast Morphers 2, potentially. Potentially, yeah, they could definitely be doing that in February. And this is and one of the really crazy things about it, remember, is that we have, after Moira, I have a picture of that backpack and merch. Me too. Where was I going with it? I don't know. I got all sidetracked because I really want that backpack. Give Scrozzle a figure. Yeah, New York Toy Fair. Thinking about how they're on a 3-year contract, remember? And so we have Beast Morphers. We have Beast Morphers Season 2. We have a random 3rd year. So what the crap, guys? We have big stuff that's happening in the world of Power Rangers is actually hopefully going to be decided in the next few months, because we don't know not only what season is going to be next, but in theory, they only have 1 year left on their Nick contract. What do you guys think is going to happen? This is definitely, it's a thing that I think about, because I honestly thought of any season to just do a one and done season and then go back to your 2-year format. It was Beast Morphers, right? It was perfect. It could have been wrapped up. They literally could have ended it at the end of season 1, right? And it would have been fine, and it would have been a great season. They could have ended it and been like, okay, but they threw in the Easter egg. They threw in the teasers for the next season. Okay, so I like that it's going to bridge into the next one. What is that exactly going to mean when we only have 1 season left on Nickelodeon and they've been used to doing 2-year seasons? Are we going to get a 1 year? Are we going to get a 2-year and we just assume? Are they going to re-up the contract early? A lot of big things are probably happening behind the scenes right now, and I can't wait to find out in 2020 where things are going. My heart says Tokyuger, my head says Q Ranger, my fears say Ryu Soja. I like Ryu Soja. I love all of it. What if after 2021 Power Rangers moves to Disney Channel? Disney had Power Rangers, man. They didn't like it. They tanked it and sold it back. If Disney legitimately wanted the franchise back and wanted to do something crazy and big with it. But the thing is, with Disney, everything Disney has is owned by Disney at this point. Like, they just buy what they want. Are they gonna do a show from Hasbro? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see it happening. But I suppose anything is possible. We also didn't think back in the day that they could skip seasons, and we've never gotten Tokyo, and then we never got Go Busters, and then we got Go Busters. Life is weird. Then where would it go? I don't know. Unfortunately, if you look at kids' networks with the biggest ratings, it's Nick. Nickelodeon gets the highest views between with shows comparable to Power Rangers. I'm not saying like a Disney Channel movie premiere or whatever versus, random episode 13 of Power Rangers is going to go head to head. But what I'm saying is if you're comparing, Saturday morning shows, like what's getting all of your views in your time slot is Nick. Nickelodeon has, I haven't checked in a while, but they probably have 6 out of 10 of the best of all the network showing kid shows. It says something. It really does, and I don't want, yeah. And that's Orange Ranger, man. No dinos again, no dinos. Disney is literally trying to take over the world. Is Disney the easier of all of the people trying to take over the world? Do we just give in to Disney? Look, a lot of people are probably trying to take us all over. At least let it be the mouse. I don't know. Maybe it's the lesser of two evils. Maybe. Maybe not. Oop, there we go. Fun stuff. This was also very early in the year, and yes, that is a picture of B. Arthur. And I can't. There it is. Because this, guys, in the very beginning of January, if you guys remember this, we got our first ever look from a distance of Fury Mode. And the first thing I thought of was, he looks like B. Arthur. I'm telling you guys, late 80s, early 90s, they're all coming back. They're all coming back. Kids TV is dropping. Yeah, it's crappy, but Kids TV is dropping. Kids have Netflix and Hulu and YouTube, and my daughter, I'll throw on the Disney Channel or whatever for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in a while, but she also loves, there's a YouTube show, it's called Katie's Classroom. It's a preschool classroom, interactive thing that she can, she had a teacher there. That's on YouTube. People are all over. I do stuff on YouTube, and TV isn't what it used to be, and it's going to be tough. Power Rangers is going to have to adapt. Hasbro is going to have to figure out what to do with it to adapt if we're going to keep, just live more. Red Fury Mode, best thing about Power Rangers Beast Morphers, that was it was great. Because, the fact that he had the Fury Crystals, and they're like, don't do it. And he's like, I'm going to do it anyway. Lifts up a car. I love it. I love that he was like, I'm going to do this my own way. I really enjoyed all of it. Disney XD is good. Disney XD is good. I was like, Kwaku? Star vs. the Forces of Evil, which I've still never watched the last season of, but Gravity Falls, I picked up watching that. I watched the first season or two, or I watched the first season of DuckTales. They do really have some good shows on there. If you guys are ever flipping through and you're looking for more of an animated thing, I give Gravity Falls a 10 out of 10. It's a great show. As Alamaxi in the background. This is just a random Lizism. But if you ever get the opportunity to watch Gravity Falls, it's an animated show. It's only 2 seasons, but it's like an anime where it's only 2 seasons. They wrap up the plot at the end of 2 seasons. But it's really, 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 really good. So please watch Gravity Falls. DuckTales, that new DuckTales is so good. I haven't watched anything though. The last one I watched was basically the last episode before they were going to find their mom on the... Actually, I'm not going to say anything else. I watched Bonkers as a kid, and I have not watched the new... I haven't watched it again on Disney Plus since I've been, I don't know. I'm afraid that I'm just going to go, what was I on when I was 9? Refresh that. Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck is great. Actually, I got my husband a Glom Gold figure. It's on his computer tower. Oh, I think he's gonna show you. He really. I'm Flint Heart. He's good. He's green. He's not gonna.
Yeah, he shows up well enough. I'm Flintheart Glumgold.
Yeah, this is Happy New Year, y'all. I hope you're just having I just hope. Thank you. Like, it's like 30 of y'all in here. I hope you're just smiling and having a good time. Like, you really need to. Orange Ranger, you had Gravity Falls now. Oh, the Duck Knight Returns. It's so good. I've seen some of the. Yeah, basically, I've seen everything up to like all the stuff with the mom until they go. So, or she goes. Either way, that's where I was at because that's where it was like everything was up to that, right? And then there was a break, and I don't know. So anyway, we went from B. Arthur to DuckTales. This is fine. Welcome to the Ranger Year in Review. Let's see, guys. Let's just talk about Beast Morphers, right? I love these guys. This cast stole my heart. And okay, one, chat, I'm loving the Darkwing Duck chat, but two, if you can, I got a few questions about Beast Morphers for you guys. What was your favorite episode of Beast Morphers? Who was your favorite character in Beast Morphers? Does not have to be a ranger. And what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite moment? There we go. Of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. My these fingers don't move right. Sorry. So yeah, favorite episode, favorite character, favorite moment. Chat. That is what I want to know. Favorite episode for me, honestly, might have to be the first one. That first episode, I absolutely lost it. I couldn't believe do I have Disney Plus? Yes. Yes, I do have Disney Plus. I love Disney Plus. Most in Pokemon. The first episode to me just set up this huge world where these big things were possible that just were not possible in a normal season, other than hoverboards, but we're not going to talk about that. It set up this whole Morph X thing and robots, and it was like, this is cool. And right in, the mayor saying, Rita Repulsa, everyone's after the morphin grid. Like, there is continuity in all of this. This is just, the whole thing. The way the Rangers became Rangers, the way Blaze and Roxy were created, Commander Shaw, and the mayor being that, like, adult, smart, gracias. Overall, a 10 out of 10. I really did love this season, and it just made me so happy. If I had to give a favorite character, I feel bad that I almost want to say Steel already. Is it Zoe? No. I think my favorite character, I think it's Roxy. Yeah. I really think my favorite character is Roxy. She just, everything. She was cunning. She was smart. She played it right. She played Rocky. Got in. She had a lot of great plans. And eventually she got to show that she could fight. That makes me happy too. And I think all that being said, I think Roxy is definitely my favorite character. It has probably been forever since I've picked a villain as my favorite character of a Power Ranger show. Yeah, Roxy stole the show. She did. She was just like dripping with charisma and this stage presence. And like, I don't know, just everything about her. She gave a really, really great performance. And yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with her for season 2, because I don't know what they can do with either of these guys, Blaze or Roxy. Alright, man, we stand an Evil Queen. Oh, we stand an Evil Queen. If I could ever find some free time, I should just start making Roxy gifts. Favorite episode is Gorilla Art. Favorite character is Nate and Betty. Favorite moment was when Nate became a Power Ranger and got a new bro in the process. Yes, WWE Master. Those are very, very good ones. SJ Balling, my favorite character is Nate. Favorite moments when Devin, Zoe, and Ravi become Rangers. My favorite episode is the 19th episode when Devin gets captured and his dad finds out. That is such a good episode also. You're right. Hey, just joined. What up, Beehive 2017? More for me, the cast and overall storyline was great. M&O Productions, do you think Nate will have Beast X mode with silver armor like Steel? I don't know. I don't think he does. We'll see. I actually don't know the answer to that. I'd say Roxy was my favorite, especially when she threw that flower pot and it was super effective, dude. I love she played him like a fiddle to get everything she needed. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Ryan, I liked it when the team really appreciated Robbie's artwork because I'm an artist too. Yes, it's always good when you feel appreciated, right? Like, yeah, you feel appreciated. Do you put your stuff on Twitter or anything? Like, if you do any art or whatever, tag me in it. I'd like to see it if you post it online. Matt ZR, Roxy's my favorite villain from the current season, but she isn't my favorite character. I understand. Hey, maybe a villain, but at least she is a ranger. Yeah, she's kind of a ranger. I've got my thingy is laggy on my other stream. Where's it going at? So those favorite things. Where do you even wrap up Beast Morphers to say this year? We had hope, right? We got a really good show. We got a really good cast. These guys, I love. They seem very approachable. They've been doing a lot of interviews and chatting to people. I mean, I keep saying, like, I should ask them if I could do an interview, but then I don't because, like, I curl up into an anxiety ball. They are great, and the show is awesome. And I know that we could say a lot of stuff about the toys one way or the other, but like, look at this. This was a, sorry, let me get a little more. This was a $10 figure, guys. And yes, I got some stands for Christmas, so he actually can stand, posed, and whatnot. But the difference is night and day. The toy quality for what we're getting. And oh, sorry, Steel. This was Cam. There's the Lightning collection. I know that isn't Beast Morphers. We're going to talk about that in merch more. But the quality of everything has been going up. I'm so excited to see what is going to happen for Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2, which we have no idea when it will start. So, let's see. Oh, there was one more thing. I just remembered that I did want to show you guys. Nope, not this one. This is a really good picture, but that's not it either. It's another wrap-up picture. This is what I get for being like wrap-up picture 1 and wrap-up picture 2. The moral of the story was, Poisandra, the costume, was randomly found in the pictures at the end of filming. So that's strange. We have no idea why. Now, we do know that coming in 2020 is the team up. Yes, we do know the team up is coming. We even got a little teaser for it. Huzzah! And a bunch of other people are going to be coming back. So that is just, it's not Beast Morphers this year, but the news came out this year, so I had to hype it up. Because I have to, for hype, right? Right. I can't wait for season 2, man. I really can't. So, he's going to be coming back. There's a few more people coming back. We saw, like, the guy who played Colonel Truman. His thing said he was coming back. Like, Dr. K is going to be coming back for something. It's going to be a really, really awesome year, guys. And I'm so excited to be bringing the hype to you. I just hope that, like Dimensions in Danger, this one also stays under wraps a little bit more, and so we can have a little bit more of the surprise. element to it, as opposed to the one in Super Mega Force where we kind of already knew everything that happened. This last one, real quick. Yes, we actually, Beast Morphers, got a toy in the Sonic Wacky Pack. And yes, I got the blue one. It ended up at either my mom's house or my husband's mom's house. I don't know where it is, but either way, it's at a grandparent's. Let's see. Roxy is my favorite. Maybe a villain. Oh, that one is a little slow. Can't wait for this. I opened my Amazon thing and I did get the Lightning Collection Lord Dragon, so I'm happy about that. Awesome. I don't know why my chat yada yada is not showing up on the side like it normally does. This. I'm just gonna try something else real quick. That's fine. Sorry, I'm looking at my second screen for a second. We're gonna move past Beast Morphers, I guess, right? So I'm trying to catch up on chat, and I'm sorry about that, because I'm looking at the small view right now while waiting for some things to refresh. Everyone, just the short click of Beast Morphers versus Go Busters. Happy New Year's, Ranger Liz. Thank you. Your name is really... Oh, what if I do right here? Here we go. I'll put it up this way. Now I can read all of the chats. Chat's a lot easier. Jaylee, I'm waiting but still completing Hunting a Nice Magna Defender now is tough. Yeah, I think that should be. SJ, do you think the team up should be an hour or a 30-minute ep like the Ninja Steel crossover? I would love if it was anything longer than 30 minutes. I'd love if they could give us like a 45-minute one, or if they could try to do like the late night thing again. I have no idea, but I really wish they could do something to make it a little bit bigger. It's definitely tough to collect. Yes, it is. That was Nick. Thank you, Nick, for the Happy New Year. And after all of that, guys, I think it is time to move to comic news. Yay! Go away, Ranger News. Ooh, go away. Okay. Get rid of you. And we're going to move on to some comic news. Oh my gosh. Let's start with just the quick one we can go through. Nito Burrito Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I will admit, I went to the comic book store like 2 days ago, and I have that to read still. I have 2 Go-Go Power Rangers and 3 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I wasn't kidding. I'm really behind on comic books, guys. But this year, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this was a crazy team up. It came out of nowhere. It was just a really awesome thing to come out. And I haven't got to read issue 1, but it is a multi-part series. So go with that. Another comic that we were like, whoa, where did this come from? The Psychopath. Yes, the Psychopath, which was Corone, Andros, the Psycho Rangers, more stuff with the Green Psycho Ranger, who we hadn't seen since, what was it, like Mighty Morphin issue 20? Something like that, so it was really cool to get him back. That story, it was kind of hit or miss, so read it for yourself and form your own opinion. I admittedly have not read all of it. I read the first half, and then I put it down, and then I got 3 months behind on comics. Sorry. But that one is out if you want to check it out. But this other is a really cool comic cover, guys. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 40 got this very, very special edition cover. I believe it was only at San Diego Comic-Con. It was for Make-A-Wish. The kid wanted to be an Orange Ranger or Power Ranger, and like Hasbro hooked him up. They made him a suit. He got the mask. He got to save the day, and they put him on a comic cover where it was like proceeds were going to Make-A-Wish. It was that. There are very, very few comics that I go, I really wish I had that cover. That is one of them. I want that comic cover. Such a crazy thing that Hasbro did, and just so nice of them. Hey, you want to talk about more new Rangers that we got? We got Solar Rangers. And we had Beyond the Grid, where Rangers went beyond anything we had ever known before to a place where the morphing grid didn't exist. By the end, it's a little hodgepodge, but we had, oh man, am I going to remember off the top of my head? We had Mike, Magna Defender, we had Andros from In Space, we had Heckle, Dark Ranger, we had Ranger Slayer, we had Tanya, and we had Cam's the Green Samurai, and did I already say Mike is Magna Defender? I don't remember. So we got all of those. And the new Ranger that I'm really bad. Please help me out, chat. What is her name? Ari? No. Yeah. No, is that her name? Ari? Have I already forgotten? Omega Rangers. Ari? Maybe? No. Ilarian. Yeah, Ari. I was right. Wow. 3 points to Lizendor. Oof. Okay. Ari the new, or L-E-R, yeah. Ari? It was Ilarian, and maybe I was calling her Ari, but nobody else was calling her that, and then I was the idiot. Am I the idiot, chat? I probably am. Anywho. DeviantArt. Oh, okay, go there for my art. Cool, go check that out if you want to see what some of his art is. So we got Solar Rangers. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. We got a little stuff on Heckle, the Dark Ranger. We got a backstory, a little bit more for him. He got like a whole issue to himself. Really like seeing that in Beyond the Grid. Go Power Rangers. Oh my gosh, Go Power Rangers forever. This series is going bonkers right now, and I'll of course tell you why in just a moment. But, Tommy coming in and Tommy losing his powers and the whole, like, what is going on, the aftermath of Shattered Grid is just, it's this. Omega Rangers. Y'all, we got one Make-A-Wish comic book cover Ranger. We got the Omega Rangers and the Solar Rangers. We got a lot of new Power Rangers in the works this year. How do you guys love this? I feel bad that I'm so far behind because I really am enjoying the story. But when they came in, the fact that Jason and Trini at one point in Go-Go, that we had a color swapping where Trini was the Red Ranger for a little bit. Like, how fun was that? And when did Shattered Grid? And, yeah, Beyond the Grid started early. Whew, what was your favorite thing? So we're talking about the comics right now, guys. What was your favorite thing in the world of comics this year? I almost want to give an honorable mention because the Tommy one, Soul of the Dragon, I don't think that came out until like late December of 2018. So like I kind of want to give him a little honorable mention that comic did come out as well. I would love an Omega figure set. I would love it as well. Omega Rangers. Yeah. I heard things aren't going great with her right now. Can't wait to read and get caught up. Alright. And I'll be honest, guys, because this is simply a wrap-up of the entire year, there aren't going to be a ton of links below. I will probably say what I talked about, put like Omega Rangers. But I'm not doing it for tonight. Sorry. It's too much. There's too many layers. Too many things. We got Omega Rangers. We got Solar Rangers. We got to team up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Psychopath, it was a great year for comics as well. And don't forget, like, a lot of them are, of course, up for pre-order already if you like to get the softback versions of it. They also did this year reissues. If you're a fan of like the hardcover versions, they reissued volumes like 1, 2, and like Shattered Grid came out in a deluxe hardback edition. So there's a lot of different ways if you want to consume Power Rangers comics. I try to go issue by issue, but at some point Man, it's getting behind. It's getting behind. And on that, guys, New Year's is in 30 minutes. We got to move ourselves to some gaming news. Absolutely. This was a really, really big year in gaming. And where should I even start with? I'm going to start with kind of a strange thing. Start with Animoca Brands had bought Inway at the very, very end of the year. Inway, of course, being the ones responsible for Battle for the Grid and Legacy Wars. The fact that they were bought out just makes us go, well, I have no idea what's happening in the future. Now, this could be they were just acquired because they want some of their assets and they're just going to let them do their own thing, or maybe they want to help grow it even bigger. I have no idea. But it's something to be on the lookout for a story for 2020 is what exactly is going to happen to the fate of Enway after being acquired by Animoca Brands. You can keep an eye on your game, so if you start seeing that like pop up, you'll know where that came from. It is that, yeah, definitely. Enway has been acquired, taken over, I guess, the best way to say that. Let's talk about Heroes of the Grid. Boom! Heroes of the Grid officially came out in all of its maximum glory. This thing was huge, large, in charge, and absolutely stole everyone in Ranger Nation's money. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us in Ranger Nation don't have friends that are close, and so we've never actually played said game. But we help support them, and we really want to play it whenever we have more friends. That being said, they did a Kickstarter for a second phase of the game called Back to the Grid. It was based on a lot of the stuff from not Lord Draken, the fake Lord Draken, the one that was in Dimensions in Danger. I don't know. We're going to call him Lord Vraken. So it was the one where Vraken was in it and Tommy and all the clones and stuff. So it was based on that. There were a lot of other things in it as well. But that was the big thing for Phase 2. So those are all out. You can, of course, play them now. And what they have also done, so I will show you in un momento. They've started releasing these scenarios. They've done a newer one since Halloween. This was just the first thingy that I could... This is the first image that I needed for it. But they're doing these free scenarios. If you want to get them, just go to their website. Download it for free. It tells you exactly what you need in order to play with it. Sometimes it's the base game. Sometimes it's you need the Shattered Grid expansion or you need whatever. But they're just fun new scenarios if you want to go ahead and give them a chance. I enjoyed it. You can find the base game probably at a lot of, I know my local comic book store has a copy of it on the shelf, and, you know, maybe you can find other places, and you can find it on Amazon, you can find it directly from their website. But guys, we got this year Heroes of the Grid, a legit good Lord Draven. Thank you, obviously, Lord Draven. Thank you, Chase. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have no money. Yeah. Megaforce, Super Megaforce figures. Great, right? I need to go. Happy New Christian Year. Happy New Year to you, buddy. May the power protect you. Thank you so much for being in here, guy. Tonight, I try to say guys and tonight. I think I just went guys. Oh, yeah, gaming news. It was a good year for gaming. It really was. Legacy Wars. There isn't. I don't put it. There wasn't a ton of new stuff for Legacy Wars, but what the best thing I think about it was that they're still supporting it. They're still putting out new characters. They're still doing new things like Casual Tuesdays where you can use any ranger you want or any villain, and they're still mixing it up. They're still putting out content, and they're still trying to make the game fresh for you guys. So while it wasn't a big thing in 2019 to really talk about, don't forget about Legacy Wars. Oh, look, I did have one picture. Lambo went to Mystic Wars, went to Legacy Wars, but the big guys, the game that so many of us I think have been waiting for much of their lives, was an actual console style beat 'em up fighter Power Ranger game. And while Legacy Wars, theirs was more like a rock paper scissors style thing. There wasn't like up down left put them in here and blah blah blah, which would have actually been great because I'm really bad at those style of games because I'm bad, so I never play them because I'm bad, which means I'm bad because I never play them. You understand the vicious circle. But a lot of us really, really wanted it. In fact, there was, and I can't remember who it is, but some big YouTuber apparently just listed Battle for the Grid as the top fighting game of the year, beating out Mortal Kombat 11. I said it in the worst of 2019, which is funny because this wasn't the worst of 2019 because of the launch, but in the launch was meh. It was bad. I mean, I was looking through and it was a lot of screenshots of them saying, we don't have anything right now, hold on. But right now, guys, this game is really good. It's polished. It has a lot of story to it. It's got a lot more characters. I know the first thing of the characters that came out was a little low. It's been pushed up. It's really worth a shot now. If you guys are interested in Battle for the Grid, absolutely deserves a high praise under gaming news. Whew. LMAX in the background. I was once platinum ranked. Well, there you go. All right, I think I did gaming news relatively big. There wasn't a lot of like little gaming news, you know. There wasn't a lot of things that were just like, oh, don't forget, yeah. Oh, it was rushed as crud. That's yeah, absolutely. I don't want to finish that. It was crushed. It rushed as crud because they wanted to beat out Mortal Kombat 11. Well, guess what? It didn't exactly. It went fine. It went fine. Enough of us are still there, or some people. Let's talk about merch news. Actually, guys, I'm going to take a quick break in a moment. If I could get this to refresh, that would be great. Come on, YouTube. You know you're going to do it. No, it's apparently not. I'm going to take a really quick break, un momento, so I'm going to turn the mic off, and I'll see you in a second. Ooh, okay. Just wanted to make sure before I hit this this mic on. Okay. Woo. Quick break. As I said, because we've got to get into some merch news. Awesome. So let's talk about obviously the biggest thing that came out in the world of Power Rangers this year. Obviously, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Green Ranger scooter. Yep. Also, we never got the backpack. We never. You heard? I just heard a tiny earthquake. Oh, good luck. Honestly, where I live this time of night, I probably would just hear gunshots, which, okay, that sounds really dangerous, and I kind of is dangerous, but they're idiots and they shoot them up in the air. Yeah. Just one day, Ranger Liz shot to death in her bed while sleeping from idiots shooting off fire guns into the air. And I'll have died without getting my Grid Battle Force backpack that was shown to us and said it was coming to GameStop in the fall and never, ever showed up. Oh, hey, this is like silly and quick, but at the very, very end of this year, this is next year's thingy, the Beast X King Morpher, and it was starting to be found. It's the very end of the year, and it's news, but we'll talk about that next year. Make that one go away. Oh, let's see. First bit of Beast Morphers news we got this year, guys, of actual items. That's right, Valentine's. Which is becoming a very strange thing for me to be reviewing every year, because it usually is the first bit of merchandise for a brand new show that we have, our Valentine's. So yes, of course, this year I had to review the 32 Valentines with 32 tattoos. I need to find those temporary tattoos, guys. I need, like, lightning bolts, down the neck. I think I would be, yeah, I'd be vicious. I should have wanted that to Ranger Stop. Beast Morphers, where do we go? Let's talk about other things before lightning. Oh, so here's something we have been waiting on for years and years and years, guys. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie on Blu-ray by itself. Now, I don't actually recall if it was earlier this year or last year, but it was released, and unfortunately, it was only released as part of a collection set, like a steelbook set. And that made people very sad because they didn't want to have to buy a steelbook set in order to get this one movie. So, was it actually the steelbook set that I have the picture of up here also? Maybe. But eventually they did come out with just the Blu-ray. Turbo is also out on Blu-ray. They're just normal release. You could probably find them at like Best Buy or whatever. Just check online, and you'll be able to find them nice and easy. A fun bit of Ranger news, and this is the most like generic image to just use to talk about the lineage pins, but there's been some really stuff. If you are a pin collector, which I don't have like any of them up here, but if you're a pin collector, they've done some really, really cool ones this year that have came out with like the busts of the Ranger with their weapon. They did like Ranger Slayer. I think they have Green Ranger, White Ranger. They have a few of them out there. So if you were wanting anything like that, that is Lineage Studios, and this year they have put out a ton of Power Ranger related products that you might want to get your hands on. So, oh, lightning, is it? No. One last thing. Not lightning exactly. It's the lightning helmet. This guy came out this year, and I want to know if any of you guys actually have this helmet at all, because I've heard, it's going to be a little big. It's got to be like one size fits all. But I do really want it. It looks clean from the picture. I've only seen a few pictures where people weren't happy with it. I have seen, of course, it is a mass-produced item. I've seen ones where, like, the front half of the shell and, like, the back half of the shell are quite the same color white. Like, one's more like a cream white, one's a white. And I've seen some where, like, they don't line up quite right. So, like with any mass-release thing, there will be some issues. But it's only, like, $89. And it's a White Ranger helmet that's wearable. And I've seen on people, and I've gone, that looks good. I want one. As someone who wanted to be the White Ranger growing up, I would really, really like to have one. I probably won't, though. because I have so many fun things planned in 2020. Alright, is it time to talk about the Lightning Collection? Oh, where I start, man? We knew it was coming. We knew they were coming. We found out with the White Ranger. We found out back at Power Morphicon we were going to be getting these figures. We had no idea. Like, look at all of these. These are waves 2 and 3. I didn't grab a picture of wave 1. You've been seeing those things all year, but wow. Just think of this. We had really bad 5-6 inch figures or whatever they were for $10 that were not worth buying. Then we got this legacy line that it was okay, but there were major issues. I mean, gold paint on Zeo Ranger. There were a lot of issues with it, and those are really what kept me, honestly, from buying a lot of them. I stayed away from the legacy collection, and it just wasn't my thing. I did like the Zords, I did the figure, like I did a lot of other stuff, but I did not do the figures. So put it that way. These completely, I have a ton. I mean, here's, as I said before, here's the Pink Ranger. I've got Goldar sitting over there. I have Zach with the shield sitting over right there. These things are great. Plus, as I said, I got some stands for Christmas. Just shout out to, well, one, shout out to Keith for buying me the stands, but two, these things right here, these little plastic discs, they have a little thing that sticks out, and all your figures have holes in the bottom. So all you gotta do is just shove one of their feet in there, and voila, he'll actually sit in, like, you know, an actual pose and whatnot. And you don't have to be a really great person at being able to pose figures, because surprise, I'm not. According to my computer, we still got 14 minutes. We shall see. Maybe I'll have to do like an actual countdown or something. Actually, oh, that's even worse. According to my phone, we have 17 minutes. Y'all stuck with me for at least 17 more minutes, okay? Me gonna do a little retweety right here. Still going. Yeah, you guys can see me while I tweet, don't you? I make faces. So going strong. I try. I'm not one of those, I'm glad you're very entertaining, thank you. I've never been the most prim and proper person in the world, and I just like to be me because it makes other people laugh and smile, and I go with that. Chat, how many Lightning Collection figures do you have? I'd like to know. Me, so actually I am currently, I gotta go get the champagne in a minute here. I know, Orange Ranger is being fancy tonight. Orange Ranger actually is in the East Coast, so it actually will be midnight for him. For me, it's only gonna be 11. I'm just tired. Wait, I gotta see what. Oh, thank you. The link that Alamaxia just shot into chat, if you guys are interested at all, is actually the link directly to the stands that I was talking about. So if you guys would want to get them, it's like $10 or something, and at first it's a lot. It's like $1 a piece, you know. And you're like, but when it comes down to it, my figures were just laying in a pile, and now they're actually up on a display, and that's totally worth $10 to me. All the Lightning Collection figures, that's awesome. My Bosco figure art, oh, yeah. Toka Chris, what up, Toka Chris? Welcome to chat. No sleep till 2020. Alright, I'll be saving like 5 minutes, Alright, we got a little bit more time though, but I suppose everyone's saying, and I still have the best of 2019 to do. That's going to be coming in the beginning of the year, where I finally wrap up all of the best things that happened. Who knows? Maybe something amazing were to happen tonight, and I would have needed to have covered it. So, coming up in the beginning of 2020 is, of course, going to be the best of best of 2019, wrapping up everything. And with 12 minutes left, let's talk about some merch news. Not merch news, convention news. Man, that sucks, because I had that playing really good in my head. This is... You just gotta laugh at yourself. Like, if I could give anybody some advice, if you want to do this at all, just learn to laugh. Just learn to laugh with it. That's all I can say. It's an hour, 12 minutes left for me. Wait.
Shot.
Very full.
Yes, hi Keith.
Nope. Not enough cans. Also, I don't have any hard alcohol in the house. Sorry. But thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Moving on past merch news for the last 10 minutes, we're going to talk about some convention news. Ooh, I am in the Central Standard Time, so Chicago time. I don't live in Chicago, but it's the biggest city that everybody knows it's in this time zone. In convention news, guys, oh my goodness. We had 3 really big ones, and I think this might be in order of how they appeared. If not, I might be mixing up the Expo and Ranger Stop and Pop. Guys, remember back in the day, there was Power Morphicon, and it only happened every 2 years, and then there's a light in the distance. See, Ranger Stop moving closer! And then Ranger Stop happened, and then they started happening every year in Orlando. Okay, but then this year, they both went, let's bring it up a notch. Let's have PMC Express, and I have a more phenomenal Expo one on there because this is the wrong one. Let me swap that out. PMC Express, which they had. They held PMC Express over this summer, and I was not there. From what I had heard, I've heard from some people it was great. I heard from some people it was like, there wasn't a lot of people or yada yada. I think you probably got out of it what you wanted to get out of it. So, or whatever. I've got to sing myself some title charge. So, Power Morphicon Express. So there's another one, right? PMC Express. Then there was another one called, you're going to be surprised, More Phenomenal Expo. Yes, More Phenomenal Expo is another one that is starting to happen. I believe it is in Texas. And they usually, I think every year, they probably have 5 or 6 Ranger guests there. But it takes place at a really large mall, so there is no admission fee. So that is a really big thing if you're in the area and want to, which if you want to go check that out. Yeah, the thing with Power Morphicon Express was that they said they were going to do a lot of them, and then they did one, and then they didn't do any more, which I think really led a lot of us to believe, even if we weren't there, I would think that led a lot of us to believe that it probably didn't go very well. Just the fact that they had it and it was nothing afterwards, and so you're like, maybe that didn't go as planned, and maybe it did. Maybe they made a lot of money and they're putting it towards the next con or something. I don't know. I'm not them, but we probably didn't think it'd go the best. This happened this year, however. Ranger Stop and Pop. Ranger Stop, yes, they've been having them in Orlando every year, but this time they moved it up. They hosted another one and invited more like voice actors, other actors, and they had Ranger Stop and Pop in Atlanta. So there's another new hub if you want to go meet Rangers. And now I'm not just talking about like an airline hub, because everybody knows you just fly through Atlanta for everything. But Atlanta has Ranger Stop and Pop. If I had to, if I'm trying to like remember the guests off the top of my head, they probably had about 15 Rangers there, or so. 5 other Pop guests. It was a decent lineup. They had programming and it just seemed like a really fun time. And it was great is that they not only enjoyed that as much or enjoy that, but they still have Ranger stuff. So they still have the normal show every November in Orlando. Not every Orlando in November. We're that way too. But they have it, but they added on a second show. And, fingers crossed, guys, this is a big one. I'd really like to be able to get to it this year. We'll see how it goes. Just because it is earlier. I believe it's in June. Tickets are on sale right now for that. And we got about 6 minutes. Excuse me. 5-6 minutes until that ball drops. Let me make sure I get the absolute most up-to-date info for you. That didn't work. It is June 19th through 21st coming up next year. So if you guys were interested in Ranger Stop and Pop, I didn't get to go. I heard it was successful enough. They obviously are still doing Ranger Stop. I did get to go to that. I have pictures and memories and footage and two vlogs out of 4 are actually posted. Yeah, not so much. Not doing great on the vlogs there, but yeah, tossing this out there. Ranger Stop and Pop Atlanta, the 19th through the 21st. Tickets are on sale right now. If you just want to do the basic old weekend pass, only $65 to get you in all 3 days with VIPs going all the way up to $300 if you are interested. Ranger Stop, right? I went from being like to solid going every year. Yeah, answering your question, please let me pop that up real quick. Yeah, Blitzer Figs is becoming a Patreon cost. Yeah, Patreon is just an additional way if you would like to help support the channel. There's a $1 membership, and then there's a $5 membership, and if you're in the $5 membership, I have a card, or when I talk about my Patreons, and you see the card on the side of all of the videos with those names, that's if you donate at the $5 level, you get your name on every Ranger Weekend review as a thank you for helping support the channel. So, yes, there is a Patreon. You don't have to join it, no pressure or anything. It's just if you would like to help support the channel in an additional way, there is that option for you. Thought I heard a bang, which means 8 minutes? My computer says 4. My phone says 7. What in the world? My phone? What do you guys... Alright, my phone says 53 right now. It says 10:53, but the 10 is irrelevant. It says 53 right now. How far off are you guys? Should we be pulling up, like, the world date clock and whatnot to figure out when we're going to yell? I'm not actually going to yell very loud. Orange Ranger, that's really sweet of you, but no, I don't actually have a merch thing. I need to add that, though. Thank you for telling me. I do have merch, actually. There is a link if you like Ranger Weekend Review merch. I do have it. So, there you go. 7 minutes, 53, 54. Okay. All right. So we're all together on it. We're going by the phone time. My computer is always off. Alright, we'll go by my phone. Ranger Stop and Pop. Ranger Stop's happening next year. So, next year we have Ranger Stop and Pop and Ranger Stop and Power Morphicon. Full Power Morphicon next year. Plus, looking at New York Toy Fair, probably happening in February. We might be getting a little bit of information, or maybe at least, but what one are we going to be getting as the next season? Just take all that off. Oh, excuse me. Morph. Oh yeah, we got a morph. I feel bad. Like I have my Facebook on there, but man, I just post links to Facebook. I'm not a Facebooker. I've literally been on Facebook for like 12 years. I'm done with it. I don't care. I joined Facebook when I first got into college. I joined Facebook back in 2004, 2005 or something. No, I graduated in 2005, so I've been like 25. Look, the moral of the story is I've been on Facebook forever, and I am so done with it. I don't care. I'm never on it. remember Facebook back in the day, you put your college schedule in it to find other people from your school. And now you're like, I don't want you to know where I live. Because welcome to the future. Unless you're getting an Uber, in which case you tell a stranger to completely pick you up in their car. Tell them what you look like. I'm on Facebook on a daily basis. I get it, some people are. It's just, for me, I'm like, I just can't. Like, once I found Twitter, I was done. I really love being on Twitter. It's just faster. It's easier to actually talk to people. And my, crazy aunts or whatever don't see it. That's also a big thing. And I don't know, maybe that's the way for a lot of you guys too, is that you go online because you kind of escape, or get off Facebook because you kind of escape some of the people that are on there. Like, I really don't want Aunt Gladys to know that I do Power Ranger stuff. MySpace was better. Oh. No, it's funny though. MySpace is better. I saw a thing that was somebody was like, I wish on Facebook we could make our pages have music and decorate them with colors and sounds and whatever. And someone's like, you're literally describing MySpace. The people love MySpace because it was too cluttered. It was too nothing. Everybody was like, I'm just gonna get Facebook because it's easy. No, man, I had, you had your top spaces and, like, your favorite bands. I actually found it easier to follow people, follow bands, follow music and stuff during MySpace. It was really music friendly. But then again, what's MySpace? For reals. It did teach us basic HTML. I will like that. Alright, I don't know. Should I just like make a timer and be like, okay, in like 2 minutes, and then just hold it up and we just go from there? Would that be the easiest way to do it instead of we all just yelling at different times? 2020. Hi, I'm Bob Walters, and this is 2020. Yes, because I was a strange kid and I watched 2020 as a child in my room. Lord help me. World clock? Timer. No. 1 minute? Alright, I'll start one for a minute in just a bit, right? There's K-pop dudes? Yeah, they are. That's BTS. Sean, seriously, that's BTS. As soon as my phone says 10:59, I'm gonna start the 1 minute timer. I've got some drinks. This is your like quick thing. So if you gotta go to the bathroom, if you need to grab a drink or whatever, start. Oh, look at that reflection. You guys want to see how many layers I deal with? That was just for merch news. Wait, you can't see me out of this. I'm so tired. It is BTS. Yes, BTS is doing the, I watch FBI Files, man. Yeah, BTS is on the stage. I love BTS. No, I really, really do. I've been following them for a few years, and the fact that they're this big in America is nuts. Oh, and it says 23 minutes, 22, 21, 20. Hey, Alamaxia?
Yep.
Do you want to be over here for the 10, the countdown? Okay. BTS has dolls. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Yay!
Yay!
Happy New Year!
Dismiss.
Happy New Year, Ranger Nation.
I even get a kiss. Damn. That's cool. Thank you. Knock me on my chair. Alright. Happy New Year, everyone. Huzzah. It is officially 2020 for a fourth of the time zones in America. But you know what? That counts. And I actually went through everything in the Ranger we can review. Oh my goodness, it's been a year. Guys, while we're also saying Happy New Year's, do you have any, I don't know, what was like your best thing of the year? Just, do you have a happy thought or a happy memory to share right now? It's 2020 for some of you, still not me, but 2019 was great. Man, I gotta fly, I gotta go to Orlando, I gotta go to Ranger Stop, which was incredible. I hit 4.6 thousand subs. I launched a merch store. I feel like I've taken all of my stuff up a level with my editing, and it's just been a really crazy year. My collection has grown a lot this year. I don't know, and I hope, yeah, me wise, my kid's still alive and healthy, so that's definitely a parenting win. You know, uh, everything's going well, and I'm really excited for 2020. And let's see what you guys got. Finding this channel and going to conventions. Thank you for that. I got my driver's license in October. Yay! You rock out to those Toku themes while you're driving. 2019 was okay. Well, I hope your 2020 is awesome, man. Me over 2020. What are you thinking? 7,500 subs? You think I can gain 3,000 subs next year? Maybe? Probably not. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna come up. I'll come up with my list for next year. It was funny. I was looking back at my 2019 goals, and one of the few things that I didn't hit. One of them was I wanted to hit 5,000 subs. I was at 2,500, and for the last whatever, and yeah, so I was like, okay, I want to hit 5,000 subs. I didn't hit it. That's okay. One of them I said I wanted to hit 1,000 Instagram followers, but I don't really use Instagram, and I was like 20 away. And I'm like, this counts because I didn't really try. So my decade's been great, man. I met my husband in like 2009, I guess, like the very end of 2009, and yeah, we met. We didn't really start like actually chatting or like dating or anything until 2010, but it's been crazy. My life is completely different from where I thought it would be, and I love it, and I'm really happy. I got my crush in 2019 in middle school. There you go. Welcome to 2020, man. Thursday night at Ranger Stop. Aww. That was personal. I'm Orange Ranger, but Orange Ranger's my football buddy. I know there's a lot of people following me who are like, man, why on Thursdays and Sundays? Like, why do I follow this girl? Oh, Sean's my brother from another mother. We'll see each other in 2020. You know what? I'm just gonna end it on this happy note, guys. Happy New Year. I wish you nothing but the best. Love, peace, happiness, success. Go for your goals, guys. Just try to live your best life. No one else can live it for you, and by God, the world's a shitty enough place most of the time, so just make yourself smile. If you can make someone else smile for the day, maybe that's a bonus too. I love all of you guys. Have a blessed and safe 2020. Mwah.